Hi everyone, it's Jess with KinderStampO, and today I'm going to make a quick video to show you how I made the tag for my Destinations Tag Swap. The theme for this tag swap was destinations, and I chose to do a Parisian theme on my tag. So let's get started. First thing you're going to need is 3 ovals, a white one, a chipboard, and another white one, and I cut these from the Destinations cartridge, and they are at 2 3/4, so just 3 ovals at 2 3/4. The next thing I did was I took my Helmar adhesive and I just rolled it on here, and this is going to be the back of the tag. So that was the first piece I did. You just put a piece of white oval over the back and turn it around. The next piece I cut out of the Home Decor cartridge, and this one I cut at 2 1/2, and this is basically what the piece looks like. It has an outline and then it has an inside border, and I'm going to use both of these pieces. I took this particular piece and I cut 7 of the little peaks, so just count 1 2 3 4 5 6, actually 6, and I just cut at a triangle 6 of the little peaks. So here we go. So you get something like this. The next thing I did was I took my white stitching pen and I did some stitching around the peaks just to give it a little more dimension. I didn't want it to be so white. And this is going to serve as the portion that's going to be where the tag is going to hang from. So then we'll just take this and again just put a little bit of glue around the bottom of the peak with my Helmar tape runner and adhere it here. So far you can see this is what it looks like. So we have the white on the back, the chipboard piece, and then this just black piece that I cut from the 2 1/2 inside. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the white, the other white oval over the top, and this will be the portion that will serve as the front of our tag. So now we basically have the base of our tag ready. And again, this is going to be the portion where the tag is going to hang from. The next thing I did was I used my Tim Holtz Distress Ink in weathered wood, and for this particular one I chose to use the little felt piece rather than the cushiony one, because I wanted it to look kind of stroked on here. So all I did was I grabbed and dipped into my ink pad and just stroked. So it gives you kind of like a hair feather line look on here. Sorry for the noise. So you see, that's kind of what it looks like now. The next thing I did was I took this border, which I cut from Home Decor, and again it's cut at 2 1/2, and I used my Helmar acid-free glue, which works really well because it's really thin, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue around the border just to get it on. And rather than putting dead on the center, I kind of offset it so it's more to the left of the tag, like that. The next thing I did was, as you can see, there's some little circles like right here. Again, I took my white stitching pen and just put a little dot inside each of these centers, just again to just give it a little bit more dimension. And it goes by pretty quick. So there we go. So that's the next step. The next thing I did was I cut these hearts, again from Home Decor, and I cut these at 2.5. Then I used, let's move this over to the side, my Unity Stamp Company Moonbeams and Heartstrings. This is actually from their Ippity collection. This is if you ever are interested in selling Unity stamps. These are the types of stamps that you can become a member of their company and sell, kind of like the way the Stamping Up works, except it's better because you don't have any requirements. You can pretty much sell as you go, and I think you only need to buy 8 sets to get started. So it's a really good deal. If you want to look it up, you just go to Unity Stamp Company and get more information on the Ippity stamps. So the next thing I did was I took the Sweet Love stamp and put it on a clear board and used my Memento ink, and this one is in Tuxedo Black, and I just inked the sweet part of it. So you see how that just is inked on the sweet part, and I just stamped the sweet part on the right hand side, so you can see how that looks. The next thing I did was I stamped the love part of it. See how it's just, the love is stamped, and then I put it on the bottom left side of it. So now you see how it says Sweet Love. Again, I took my white stitching and I just did some stitching around the heart. I don't really like having a lot of white space on my project, so the more dimension and texture I can add to it, I can. Again, sometimes less is more, but with this particular project, I wanted it to look very nostalgic and vintagey, so I thought the white stitching did a good job of that. So there goes that.